ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die.
Let's go, baby. Check. What up, everybody? It's your boy Rayshawn.
And your boy Shaka.
Yeah, RAYSHON&SHAKA podcast. Once again, we back. You hate. What's up, man?
What's going on, my brother? Cheers, my brother.
Pound that up first. Let me get a pound. There you go. Cheers, baby. Look at that little strawberry shortcake drink.
There we go.
Strawberry shortcake, everybody. Forget Barbie. You got strawberry shortcake.
What's going on,
manly
man?
Because he's a man. Because he's masculine. He's motivated. He's muscular. He knows with that strawberry shortcake. Don't worry about it. Yeah, get it all situated. Make sure. Okay. Yeah, good. Stand up. Stand up.
I don't know that one.
I don't either. There's some new shit I'm dropping. The album drops on Tuesday, everybody. Be ready, because we're coming with it. Stand up. Yeah. What's going on, man? How was your week?
My week was good, man.
Excellent.
Had a little, sad news early in the week.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's pretty good, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, man.
I can say anything to the people out there, man. If you're in a relationship or you're in a situation where you know you want to leave or you want to exit, go on and rip that Band-Aid off, man. Don't play with people's emotions. Don't play with people's feelings.
Real.
Because some people, they take separation very hard.
Yeah, they do. Don't play.
And we're living in a world right now where people don't have full control of their emotions, and they're doing crazy things out here, as we will talk about later. So, ladies and men too, don't stay in relationships that are abusive. At the same time, if you go leave, because you never know what people are going to do. I'm just going to leave it like that.
Man, now I got questions. Now, not about that, but, first let me give a shout out to Nook so we can go ahead, because I got a question now. Shout out to Nook Kitchen right here at 4231 East Indian School Road right here in Phoenix, AZ, the heart of Arcadia. Come on in, check it out. Y'all know we rep it every time. We up in this Godfather booth. Come on in. Don't waste no time. Don't dilly-dally around. Get up in here and get you some good food. Neo-American cuisine with the brick oven pizza, like, it's on point.
My favorite.
Materials, all the ingredients are natural, are healthy. The food is delicious. The bartenders are great. The chefs are excellent. Like it's the spot. It's the spot. You can come in dressed. You can come in casual. It's the Spizzot.
Yeah.
So be here. You might see us here.
Good care of us.
Take
very nice.
great care.
Very gracious.
Love these guys, ladies and guys.
And do this.
Yeah. So now questions. I wasn't even thinking about that, but since you're saying, when we talk about relationships ending, when we talk about people not dealing with their emotion, what do you think some of the causes of this, like the emotional breakdown of people right now? Like it is a very emotional time, both with the way relationships work, the way that people, I guess, process jobs, the way that people are processing world events. What do you think some of the things that are going on with that? Because we're seeing this very prevalent, and it's going to segue into some other things we're going to talk about.
I think that we live in a world now where everything is instant, and we don't have to deal with things the way we dealt with them. A long answer. So I think back in the day, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, people worked, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Today, you can work at home and stew on all your personal problems at the same time.
Okay.
That, along with how we've come up and how we've evolved, where as men, I can only speak as a man, but we're just not raised to, we talk about masculine, muscular, and motivated.
Yeah.
There are certain tenets to being masculine in your masculine frame.
Right.
I couple that with stoicism, right?
Yeah.
We are coming up now where that's not cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tap into your emotions and your feelings. In other words, what I'm saying in short, we don't know how to deal with our emotions and our feelings, coupled with the fact that we don't have the jobs and the toil that we did back in the day. We just didn't have time for none of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
you know, when you working in the field, or you worked in the oil rig, or you worked in the
construction,
you know, you worked all day. You had no time, and that's not to say people didn't do things in the past.
Right.
Of course they did.
Right.
But today we just have such a leisure lifestyle where we could stew over things.
Question: do you think men are really supposed to deal with emotions in that sense, like from I guess from our primal age, from prehistoric or whatever, being men that had to conquer, that had to provide, that had to defend, that had to, you know, a lot of physical things that I guess we don't have to do now, you know, although times change very fast. As a component, as a human, we have not changed as fast, you know, like our DNA can't keep up with that.
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe we've progressed technology wise, but as a DNA, we were not necessarily processed or created to process issues like in that, oh, well, let me think about this more so than let me go out and act and take care of what's going on first. You know, like, are we really equipped to deal with emotions on that standard of what we call maybe a more feminine type or a more, I want to say intellectual because it's always intellectual, but in a more, I guess, introspective type deal?
Well, first of all, I think that God gave all of us human beings a full range of emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing wrong with having an emotion about something,
Right.
But in our society, we've developed societal norms, right?
Right.
That coupled with you have to be able to manage your emotions, right?
Right.
Nothing wrong with a man crying. There's nothing wrong with a person getting upset. Society, and I'm going to go on a tangent a little bit. Society says that a man is not supposed to get upset. You're supposed to, you're zesty if you show us this and that. No, we have a full range of emotions.
Right.
It's how we manage those emotions and how we deal with the things. That's the difference.
Right.
So I don't know if that answers your question, but I think that's what it is. And in modern society, and I don't want to pick on younger people because the situation I'm talking about did not even involve younger people.
Right.
But we live in a world now where it says that, people are just not coming up with a masculine frame or a stoic frame or how to problem solve or deal with their emotions and, like you use critical thinking and say, okay, this situation is not working out. I could go this route or I can go that route.
Right.
This whole, if I can't have it my way, I'm going to take myself out and everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That coupled with we live in a society now where violence is the norm. We're desensitized to violence.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And back in the day, as horrible as history is, violence has always been throughout history.
Right.
But in modern times, remember back in the day, even when we were coming up, to have something tragic happen was like, whoa, wow.
Right.
Oh, you saw it on the 6 o'clock news.
Yeah,
and it was far way over there. It happened.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
That's crazy. Yeah. Now
today it's like
down the street,
right,
around the corner.
It's that. Right.
It's
right.
there.
Yeah. So that's my take on it.
Okay. All right. I was just wondering, since you was talking about that, and that's a big issue going on. I don't think it's a toxic masculinity when we're talking about this. I think if anything, I wonder if it's the depletion of testosterone in our whole bodies. That we can't, that we're not
chemical,
and saying that it's not before we even start developing, that we're already developing at a slower rate in that sense, because testosterone is already low in the environment and in men. So dealing with problems in a masculine, critical thinking way is not happening because you don't ever have all the bricks there to start that critical thinking. I wonder, just wondering if it's something not only
I think it's a combination. I think
it's
a combination of things. It could be chemical. It could be how we're evolving. And when I say evolving, like for example, millennials and Gen Zs, we grew up in a time, even us, we grew up in a time where you know, our mothers and our parents told us all kind of crazy things about, you know, feelings and this and that, and, you know, accountability. I can go on and on.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
accountability.
Yeah,
A lot of it
yeah.
is accountability.
Just accountability. Like
You know, just
showing
plain
up,
old good old fashioned
showing up-
accountability.
Showing up for yourself
You know,
and for the world.
Yeah. You
Like,
know, dusting yourself off. You
know?
get a bloody nose, or you get your heart broken, or you dust yourself
You gotta
off.
get
You
up
feel
and
what
get
you
another
feel for a moment,
and then you got to move.
and then you keep. And of course, there have been some people. There's a percentage that aren't able to do that.
Right.
But as on a whole, you dust yourself off and you move on.
Yeah, that's how
You
it
know,
works. That's how
In
it
the
works.
case of a broken heart, you know, these guys are doing all these crazy things, and it's kind of like, dude, if you wait 2 days, I guarantee you're gonna forget that person's name, and you'll be looking at another chick.
Right? You just got to get out.
You're gonna be in love
Get
next
out.
week.
Get out. Get
If
out.
you just
You'll
hold
see.
off for a moment,
Take care of yourself.
you'll be in love next week.
And trust me.
Or
it's-
6 months
it's
from
8
now.
million people.
Yeah.
5 billion, or
Exactly.
wait, 5 billion which are women.
Yeah, but she did this to me, and she did that. You don't know that, man.
Yeah.
If you just pump your brakes for a
Just
second,
hold up, baby. Just hold up.
you won't even remember her name.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
When you think about
But
that.
if you don't get on that
I remember
side,
when I was a kid, though, I was heartbroken. I remember my first little crush, boy, my first love. Oh, your boy was hurt. Oh man, was that Boyz II Men? I'm down on bended
I'm telling you.
knee.
Oh, my
boy, I
God.
was hurt. Now it's
Oh.
like, dang, you feel a little something, but then you be like, man,
yeah.
let me get this together right quick.
Or you go to school the next week, whether in junior high, high school, or whatever, and you know
You feel some more perfume? You smell some new different.
Thank you.
Who's that?
You know, you be like,
What?
hey man,
Hey.
hey, Brenda wants to talk to you. You be like,
What?
who's Brenda?
Where's she at? Where's Brenda? Ain't know who.
Like,
I don't
Ninja,
even-
you were just crying over her 2 days
Man,
ago.
what are you talking about, man? Shut up, man. I don't want. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Exactly.
No, I wasn't.
You were zeroed in on something else,
No,
man.
I don't cry, man. No, I won't.
Yeah. And the same thing for adult relationships
Yeah.
or marriages or whatever.
No,
man.
that's just a rough deal. I
So
think
today I'm seeing way too many, you know, doing the big C19. I was
Right.
glued to social media like everybody else, you know. All these dudes, man, you just hear one story after another. Killing, I don't want to say the word, but, you know,
Deleting.
taking a girlfriend.
Deleting, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
this relation, taking a girlfriend. I'm like, what is going on?
Man, yeah, I wasn't. You know what? C19, I kind of stayed. I was watching that mess. I
Well,
was
you
seeing
know,
what was happening, but no,
well,
but
you know,
there was some things going
you
on.
go down
It
a
was
rabbit hole, but
yeah.
yeah.
That's
So,
yeah.
yeah.
C19, you know, C19 was an odd time. I think people was the first time they actually had to deal with themselves. It was the first time like you are alone with yourself. Yeah, there was things going on.
I loved it.
Yeah, bruh.
I
Bruh,
love
I'm an only child. Just before we started talking, y'all, I'm an only child. They said, isolate your boy. I traveled the country. I was gone. Gas was cheap. I had to be by myself. Man, you talking about the happiest dude
I
ever.
didn't travel the country, but I certainly spent, and I didn't have a problem. I said, I got a lot to do.
Oh, man, I was
Man,
chilling.
I was reading, I was studying, I was doing this, I was doing
I
that.
straight took a
was-
vacation.
Yeah,
First
man.
time I took a vacation ever, like a month.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm
living in a whole nother city.
I enjoy myself. Now, there comes a point where you're ready to do some stuff, but yeah, I didn't have a problem. People bouncing off the walls and
Yeah.
people breaking up with each other because they realize they don't like each other because
Right.
they've been in the house for 6 months together. I'm like,
Didn't
damn,
have-
dude.
Didn't have that problem. I was like,
Yeah. You're like, damn.
sorry for y'all.
I call cap on some of that. Motherfucker, you ain't like them to begin with. You
Right,
already
right.
knew you ain't
You
like
knew
this.
you
Yeah,
just
that
got
was a good
stuck. You
excuse.
thought it was gonna be like a sleepover, like the snow,
Yeah.
get snowed in together for 3 or 4 days, no more than a week.
No, that
He'll come-
motherfucker was asking for sex a lot more often because he was
You're right.
home or she
Yeah.
was home.
You're right. Yeah, well,
And you
the
real-
first week was cool. He was like, yeah. But you
yeah.
used to like when the snow, we used to snow back home. Boy, you'd be like, you're trying to find a shore to get stuck in the house where it gets
Mm.
snowed in for 2 or 3 days. You know, you can handle that. But that thing went to 2 weeks. You know, they was like, yo, 3 weeks, yo, that month. I know people was going silly.
Can't
I
get
can't
out
get
the
out.
house and get
I
no-
can't get to my other guy.
You can't
I
get
can't
to-
to my
that's what I was
other
about to
girl.
say. You can't
I
get to
can't.
I can't get to
stuck
my
with this
side
dude.
piece.
This dude fart stink. Like
Yeah.
this chick, her fart stink. What they talking about? Why she ain't brush her teeth this morning?
Yeah.
Yo, like.
That's a person that don't really know the person that they're with.
Sorry
yeah,
for
all
y'all.
that went on. But yeah, so
Yeah, but that's crazy, man. But yeah, that was since you had said that kind of segues right into the main shooting, man. Did you hear about that? The mass deletion up in Maine.
Yeah,
that was crazy. What is it? 24 people or something like that.
Yeah.
Man, that was wild. And
another one.
You know, like, and they still ain't found this guy. You know, before people start, you know, he was military, and he was a gun safety trainer instructor. Like,
yeah, but that's suspect to me.
But he did have some mental illnesses going on. But again, I mean.
So we don't blame every single one on.
I'm a book thrower. You know me. I'm that book thrower.
Every single incident that's just happening on.
I'm ready to find them and be like 26 hot ones like on TV. I'm a book thrower. Like let's send a message.
Well, you know, again,
I'm just saying.
You know, the brother in California a few years back, they had no problem finding him.
Yeah, I know, right?
He was a police officer.
I know. Oh, that dude went on rampage. Yeah, that dude did his thing.
Yeah,
though.
but they got him though.
Yeah,
the point is
after he.
Well, he only. Well, I say only. I take that with a grain of salt.
But it was
only like 3 or 4 people that
he was beasting.
Yeah,
he was pinpointing who he wanted.
How was
he
that? Right. But I'm saying this guy, 20 people. Ex-military, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter when
Safety
you got them.
But no, that's crazy.
Yeah. So how is he able to get away with
that?
He
just keep moving. Like what?
He's got.
We ain't
help.
got cameras.
He's got help.
I'm just saying, like you ain't got highway cameras. Like they can
That's
film
what I'm
everything.
saying.
Like
That's what I'm saying. Come on now.
Man. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Get it
They're
together.
looking like Keystone Cops.
Come on, man. Get it together. And I was looking up.
Bet you they can find Pookie though.
Yo, real quick. Well, Pookie don't leave the hood. Pookie run back home. Pookie be like, I'm gonna go home now. No, don't go home. Man,
Pookie can't go that far because he only got like a 4-mile radius.
He got a quarter tank of gas. Yeah. I'm on E. Let me just go ahead and get to the house.
Slide by the breezy.
Hey girl, hold me down. I love this girl. She hold me down. We just playing Pookie. We just messing with you. But no, man, like, and I was looking it up though. Maine actually has very little gun violence. But they have very lax gun laws, before people say, oh, it's gun law. They actually have very low
gun laws. I mean, this is happening all over the country.
I think it does because the ones where it really happens have stricter gun laws a lot of times.
That's not true.
I mean, I've seen one.
What about the one that happened in Florida?
The one in Arizona.
Florida?
I'm just saying the one like that was going to happen in Arizona. Remember the dude shot the guy deleted the guy before he got to the mall? It was going to be he was going into the mall and the guy saw him and opened his trunk because his wife was going in and deleted him before he got there. Like, I think it just poses a little different. Like somebody going to pop back off if you had been there in Arizona.
Yeah, I'm sure there could be some validity to that.
But
I mean, it's happening in all. There is no state that is not happening.
No,
so you can't say.
And it's starting to go for a lot of different. I guess it's still more. Caucasian male, but
the thing too is like
it's really transitioning all over.
What do you mean?
I mean, I think it's more than just like we used to be like, oh, that's a white guy, but now you actually have to look. I mean, it's still majority, but you actually got to look. You be hearing some. Remember the DC sniper? Yeah, that threw everybody off. That was crazy.
But the thing about it
is, that shit had me tripping. I'm like, yo.
You have these little outliers.
Yeah, I know that.
It's still not enough.
I know, man. Come on.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's lives lost. And it's senseless.
It's senseless and sad. And I think we should find when we catch people or whatever, we should come with some stronger punishments and really make sure that people know we don't play. We ain't playing.
Well, I mean, that would be fine, except for some of them. That's what they want. They don't care about that because a lot of them they've already made their peace. From what not that I have some kind of inside track on it, but just based on what you hear, the rhetoric that they talked prior to doing these things.
Right.
A lot of them, they don't intend to come back.
Right, I know.
He probably just got lucky and came back. I mean,
yeah.
He's probably surprised he'd last throughout.
Next to Ken.
My thing is that, of all these people, and I don't know how he did it or how tactical he was and all that kind of stuff, but nobody could get, what I'm saying? Like,
nothing.
Hey, he's down the street. He's on his way this way.
Right, nothing.
Ain't nobody packing.
Nothing. Nobody. Like, that's what I'm saying. Nobody got one.
Nobody packing.
Nobody got one. No grazed them or nothing. Like, come on, man.
But we could. But
come on. But we could. Pull out your knife and throw that sucker.
Yeah, but we could delete Bonquisha for taking some rollers out of a
real quick
beauty shop.
Right, real quick.
No, I know what they call that when you do that. Like you use a different example to
apples and oranges.
Well, yeah, that's the hood way of saying it.
I
But
mean,
that'll work.
still fruit.
That'll
It's
work.
still fruit. They all gonna give you vitamin C, so it count.
I can't remember what it is.
Yeah,
But anyway, I know it's a different argument, but but still, it makes you think though,
it
because
makes you wonder.
you know, these are serious. 20 people. That's 20 families.
That's
man.
20, and see, this is why I throw the book. So these 20 families. So if this guy goes and he deletes himself, and everybody's sitting there like, oh man, we got no recourse. I still say next to kin. Next to kin. Like, one, if you have mental issues, it's in your genetics. Two, that family needs something back. Like, and
So
if you catch the guy, it needs to be on TV with. If it was 26 people, 26 bullets. Like, take your time, dissect it, and make it a spectacle so that people understand it ain't y'all, we ain't playing. And I know it sounds very harsh, but it was stopped by the third person. It would stop.
You think it will stop, and I say it
people
won't,
know.
because number one, there's some people.
I guess your daddy
That's
didn't love
how they
you.
want to go. They would love to be that famous, to be the guy
Okay.
who met his end as a result of going all out like that, where he's in front of a firing squad.
Really?
These guys want to be famous.
Okay.
Why do you think they don't? Social media is changing it now, because now the news is competing with the social media, but social media don't care. They'll fucking say his name.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
They got this rule in mainstream media. We don't want to make them famous, so we don't say their names. Which I understand that, but we need to know who this mug is.
Yeah. Like
This family need to be walking around like this.
Yep. So I can get that next to kin. So because your daddy didn't love you, we told you it was gonna happen. We told everybody don't play like that, and now you're gonna be famous too.
But the part that irks me so much is this whole mental health thing. You can't tell me that every single person, which, I mean, we know it's political. Well, I think it's political, to say, oh, well, he had a mental health issue. Well, I went to the store and I took a pack of donuts and a carton of milk. Can I blame that on my mental health issues?
But I mean, back in the day, you would say stuff like crazy, oh, cat was shell, blah, blah, blah. So that was our ways of saying mental health, but it did not abstain you from any type of accountability or retribution. Like, you might have been shell, you might have been on one, you might have had a rough day, but guess what? You about to get something back for this, because this is how we do.
Right.
Now I think it's a way that says, oh, mental health, and okay, let's put on the padded gloves. Let's see what's going on. Let's really get into the bottom of why they did this. Sometimes I don't think we need to get to the bottom. It needs to be a swift and just punishment.
So to me, it's like you're saying that it's just. What about just good old fashioned pure evil?
It could be. It could be that. It could. I mean.
We sit
at
here
some
and
points,
we pine
I don't
over.
really.
We sit over
care.
here. We pine. Exactly. And that's my point. I was just getting to get to that.
If it was my mama, I wouldn't care.
And to me, I'm gonna go here. It always seems about who it is that we say mental health.
Yeah.
But a person and they do this with other cases, right? Well, can't be mental health. It can't be, legally crazy or anything. If you thought this thing out, you took all these steps,
right?
And you took all these steps to evade law enforcement.
Right.
Mental health.
At some point, that health must have been real healthy. It was mental healthy. It was real healthy, if you can think that much.
Yeah, I mean,
it was real healthy. If you can plan it, and that's healthy.
Yeah,
that means that shit is working. It's nah, bro.
And on top of that, man, hell, most of us at some point in our lives got some mental shit going on.
Everybody.
Day.
It's America.
We
got. You driving down the street, you got mental shit because somebody cutting you off. You go to work, you got mental shit because somebody getting on your nerves. You're like, it's always there.
Exactly.
I don't know. I can't put it on.
And that's a disservice to the people who really have mental health issues.
That actually go for help, that actually fight it, and actually really work with this thing all the time. Like, there's some people that actually would turn themselves in like, hey, I'm not in a good spot. I need to be here right now.
Absolutely.
That is commendable. Like, how hard and how embarrassing, how hard, but how do you do this? I know a gentleman that does, like, when it's not good, he will say like, nope, I need to take a week out of this world and turn himself in.
That's a person.
And he would responsibility. He's accountable.
Yeah,
He's taking accountable for his family. He's taking for his kid, his wife, his family, himself, like the rest of the country. Like, yeah, that is true. Like, okay, mental health, but these other mugs going like, I don't know. I just don't have too much.
Schizophrenia. I mean, bona fide schizophrenia,
right,
and all these other mental health disorders. Got real issues, and you're right. A lot of them, they know when it's coming, and they'll go to a hospital or something.
Yeah. That's funny. I didn't plan this to go this direction, but I'm glad we spoke on that because I think it's a big deal that needs to be spoken on. I think a lot of times again it's held with padded and kid gloves, like. We don't want to offend anybody. Nobody ever wants to offend anybody. That's not what the world is about. Or like us, that's not what we want to do.
Right.
But sometimes it needs to be spoken on a real deal. Like, is this something viable? Is this something that could really stand up as a not in law, but as a person, as human beings going through life and dealing with each other and interpersonal relationships and connections? Is this mental health thing a true viable characteristics, for lack of a better word, of people in society? Like, is this something that we really must put as a characteristic, or is it something that we're trying to hold softly because it affects, or you want to give an out for maybe a family member, or you want to find out, is it your personal inquiry about what makes the brain work? Is it just something that's personal that makes it? Is it something that's, some people might think everybody can be saved, or I don't know. I just don't buy it, man. I don't think just because of that you're abstained from any type of punishment, or that it should be necessarily softened. Like.
Well, I mean, there's a whole legal side to that, and that's the part that we don't discuss. But you have a family member or a loved one or a person is able to get the best lawyers or a good lawyer. It doesn't matter. That lawyer is going to do his job.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? So the lawyer is going to say, he's got mental health issues. He suffered with this. He suffered with that. They're going to find every headache you ever had, and and God forbid you may have had some intervention in your past. Yeah. Oh, they're going to bring all that up. In other words, their job is to try to save this person's life.
That's right.
They're going to try to win that case.
So, yeah.
And if you have family members who, and I say this all the time, we want to throw the book at all of society. We think everything is evil.
Book thrower.
Until my brother, my sister, my mother, my daughter, my whatever, especially my daughter, a family member does something, then you go take every resource you have to try to save that person. I don't care if they took out a whole village.
I'm gonna tell you, if I had it and it was 26 people, I'm a book thrower. Dog, I love you. What was you thinking? But let's move on from this. This kind of went more. I was hoping we'd be joking because last week was kind of on it too. So we've been getting serious on the RAYSHON&SHAKA podcast. We're like, yeah. So we're gonna move on. But I saw something good. It's still probably gonna turn because that's how we're working it. But I saw something like it's gonna start good, and then because I got some questions that's gonna make it like, oh, they're getting serious again. But we're gonna have to move on to that next deal. And make this thing happen. So, before I forget, the D-backs is in the World Series. We got started on that thing. D-backs. Big props to Phoenix. Yeah. Arizona D-backs. Diamondbacks up in the World Series. Like I'm saying, the D-backs, baby.
D-backs.
Come on now. Good job. Congrats, guys. Congrats. And they're a young team, like 23-year-old millionaires running around town, balling out. Like 23. I think the average age is about 23. The rookie is a pitcher. I don't know much about the team. I ain't gonna act like I'm a D-back fan, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump on the bandwagon for a minute and be like, yo. Big props to the city. Yeah. Congrats. I hope y'all do it big, baby. And if y'all see this, give us a ticket so we can film on site and let it and go ahead and put y'all out there. Yeah. But yeah, man. Also, you saw we finally got a new Speaker of the House.
I missed that. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop on that.
Yeah, this dude named Mike Johnson. I thought it was a brother, but I knew
Where's
it wasn't.
He from?
Louisiana.
Yeah. I
it's
heard
y'all.
about that.
Yeah.
I heard about. Well, I didn't know. I know he was trying to get it.
He's mad conservative. He's a Trumpy.
Yeah. Of course.
It's gonna
Louisiana.
be fun. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. There's gonna be some showtime, some sparks.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So.
But so that's why his first bill that he wants to pass is to show more aid to Israel, of course, and make that thing pop. Okay. I'm like, go ahead, dog. That was his first speech. He ready. Let's do this. But yeah, so on to the next one. Yo. You know, spending up my money. On to the next one. Yo, the good thing.
No, he's Republican conservative. He's gonna save you some money.
Maybe, as long as he keeps it here.
He said his first order was to send money overseas, but he's gonna save you some money.
I don't know if it was money or if it was people. Like he trying to get
it's
it
still
on.
money.
I guess you're right.
Cost to send them people over there.
It costs, don't it?
Yeah,
as long as they
money.
Send me some back. God, dog, come on, dog.
There you go.
We'll
keep it moving. No, we ain't gonna.
Send some my way, because you know me on that 150 billion. I've been salty about that. I'm like, boy.
And counting.
That sucker moving. That ticket.
Just made a whole bunch of people millionaires.
A bunch. But not me, dog. Where y'all at?
No, they thank you. They don't send you a thank you letter.
Man, don't be sending me no thank you letter like that. Unless it got a gift card with some nice zeros behind it in it.
No.
I'm playing.
No, thank you for your contribution.
You better be a gift card that said thank you for your contribution. Here's your refund back. Plus some zeros.
Good luck in the next 20 years of trying to pay it off. You have to work till you're 75 now.
Man,
maybe 80.
I already figured that.
Wouldn't that be fucked up if they change the age to retirement age to like 80?
They will. Just like France did. They go about 2. We got about 5 more years. They're going to change that sucker.
Yeah, France changed it too.
They was trying. Well, I don't know. Did they ever decide what they was going to do?
I never heard about it.
Oh, so that was what all those riots were about. Because they was trying to change it from 65 to 62 to 65 to 70, something like that. Yeah, but so it was like the people that were about to go was like, yo, we don't want to go. They were like, either y'all got to pay more taxes and we keep you where you are, or you got to work longer and we don't charge you no taxes. And people were just upset which way they was falling. And so I don't know what happened. I got to look that up and see what happened.
You work all your whole life, you be like, man, I just got 2 more years. I'm 63 years old.
I'm gonna be like them old folks, man. Them old folks work till they die, man. I ain't no retirement. That's why they live happily, because they work.
A lot of retired people chilling.
Yeah, a lot
and
of
they ain't not rich people. They're not millionaires or anything like that. But guess what? They ain't trying to. Some people have to go back to work. They don't want to, but they have to for financial reasons. You know.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm trying to be the 102, so I'll probably work until at least 80.
I hope you're able to do that. You know? But yeah.
I will be, man. I'm gonna be healthy. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be mind, body, spirit, man. I'm saying that's right. Yo, it's gonna be on.
Still sending that money overseas.
No, I'm gonna be overseas. I'm gonna be lamping somewhere overseas.
Wait, how you gonna be doing that? How you gonna be working and being overseas?
I can own a business overseas.
I didn't say you couldn't. I just said how you gonna do that.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have a coffee shop in Panama, or I'm gonna have a nice little business over in Ghana.
That's a pet project.
I'm gonna be up in the building talking.
I'm thinking you gonna be at the factory somewhere, you know, in fucking Detroit.
Now, if I own that sucker,
you said work. You said you're going to work till 80.
Yeah, I'm going to get up and come in. I'm going to look over the place, and I'm going to be like, yo, what's going on line number 15? That dude, like, I'm going to work.
No, I thought you meant 80 working somewhere. Like, you'd be like, oh, there go Mr. RAYSHON.
Mr. RAYSHON doing it again. I might be.
He's just going to slow us fucking down. I wish he'd go home.
I might be talking that junk. I might be working them girls. Be like, I'm still working.
No girl.
Still, why? Who ain't?
You ain't working no girl.
Speak for yourself. I'm gonna be up in that bar like what? Yeah. Hey, come here, little girl. Come here, little girl. Let me tell you something.
Taking your money.
That's all right. I'm gonna share it with them. You sharing is caring, girl. Yeah.
They'll be like, this ninja's 80 and he's still working. Fuck that.
As I roll out in that Bentley, they're gonna be like, nah, I ain't gonna ride now. I'm gonna be right in my old school with my millions sitting up under the mattress. Cause I ain't gonna trust the bank either.
Some little young dude be like, "Oh man, give me that goddamn car. Give me fucking keys."
I'm like, "Here, take it." But I ain't get the 80 for playing with you, boy. I ain't get the 80 playing around, son.
Give me your fucking keys.
Yeah, here you go, sir. Here you go. It's like gonna have like cyanide on them. Yeah, take them. What was that scare?
Oh, motherfucker.
What was that scare? Them envelopes? What was that the white powder in the envelope? Back in the 90s, when everybody was sending them.
Yeah.
Man, I put some of that on my keys. I have a little secret button. Yeah, you grab them keys if you want to. Go ahead. Done. Done. I'm
Anthrax.
I put some anthrax on them. It's like, here. Why he always riding around with gloves on? Waiting for the setup. I'll set you up, son. I'll leave the windows down, drive slow just so you can grab it. Don't grab his keys. Take one. They be laying on the street.
All that at 80 years old.
Let me lay on the street like dead roach. What happened? He tried to grab Mr. Rayshawn's keys. I told him don't do it. Playing with me, son.
Your ass gonna be so old you gonna forget you put that shit on there. What's this?
Well, I got the antidote. I got the antidote by that time. That ain't gonna kill me.
You gonna be on the assembly line. What the fuck is wrong, Frost?
Not me, son. Not me, son.
You're like every time somebody talk to Mr. Rayshawn, they die.
That might be the deal. Hey, don't talk to him. Throw the book at people. Man. Anyway, man, I can't get to this subject because you're messing with
Get to
me.
the subject, man.
14-year-old prodigy here in America, lives
I
in
thought you was
Virginia.
about to say 14-year-old. That's what I thought you was gonna say.
I said good news,
I gotta
man.
delete that out. I gotta take that out.
Dang,
Okay, let's start all over
no,
again.
don't take it out. Don't take it out. Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to grow this goddamn channel.
Ooh.
I thought that's what you was about to say, though.
Why was I gonna say that? You got excited there, huh?
Where?
Dang.
I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna do nothing.
Oh boy. And back to the news. Man, 14-year-old prodigy living out in Virginia, Virginia, but from Ethiopia, developed a soap that fights skin cancer.
What's the ingredient?
I don't know, man. They didn't say that. They said though, but so this little dude is from Ethiopia. I think he moved here at 4, but he says one of the things that he's a sixth grader. He's like a
14?
sixth grader, 14, yeah. So he's a 6th grader or 8th grader, one of those. But he said that he still remembers how people toiled under the sun. I mean, I'm like, it's Ethiopia. I don't think people getting skin cancer, but I don't know. But he was like, so he wanted to develop something that was going to help people fight skin cancer, but also be affordable for third world countries. So what he's done is developed a skin cancer. The soap reactivates the dendritic cells on the skin.
You don't sound like you know what the hell that is.
So so in your skin you have
dendritic.
dendritic. I think I want to make sure I said it right.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, so when you have cancer or melanoma and all that, it deadens those cells, and so your body really doesn't recognize how to fight. So it actually stops the thing that's going to stop it. And what the soap does, it goes on, it reactivates the cell, gets them growing, and your body begins to fight the cancer and remembers how to do it. So he's made the soap where it does this, and it only costs 50 cents to produce, so that it should be viable for throughout the world for anybody versus, America, Sudan, Ethiopia.
I wonder what the active ingredient is.
I wonder. Well, I mean, they're gonna work that out. It's probably something real natural that they don't want to let go.
Costs 50
But
cents.
50
It
cents.
costs
So
50
so
cents
it's
to make.
so it's something real easy. But I'm wondering because the treatment in America, the first treatment it starts at like $40,000
For what?
for skin cancer. That's what the treatment
How
starts
much you
at.
think the bar soap is gonna cost?
I mean, I wonder if they even gonna put that sucker out. Actually, like, are you
Well,
gonna
you
really
know
dis-
about it,
Are you
told
gonna
you about
really?
it.
Are you really gonna disrupt the whole medical industry with this soap? Are you gonna allow that to be?
No, it's just gonna cost a lot of money for the soap.
I don't think they'd even put it out because that'd be more of a cure. I don't think
What'd
they'd put
you
it
say?
out. I think they would just suppress it as long as they can. Like there was a cure for HIV and AIDS. I think they just suppress it. Suppress
there
it,
was a
suppress
cure
it.
for it.
Exactly. But it still ain't been out there. Have you heard it? Like, it's a
I just
cure.
think that people can't afford it.
They suppress. Well, that's suppression in its
There are a
own
lot-
right.
Some people have.
That's
Some
suppression
people have
on
been
its own
around
right.
for 40 years.
I know,
with
right?
it.
the magically delicious, ain't they? That right there. Anything is possible if you believe in
So,
magic.
Those things exist. I just think they're not.
Well, the
not-
cost
they're
is
not-
suppressing.
They're not accessible to the masses.
Right, and so this kid is trying to, as a child, say, hey, I want to make this thing happen, you know, because that's where the heart starts.
Well, he's got to have some adults behind him, though.
Well, I mean,
He's
he
14,
did it. So it was a 3M contest. So they put him with a developer, you know. So they getting all this technology. They put him with the developer. They've kind of figured this out. He made $25,000 for the prize.
3M is gonna be like, I don't know what happened to that
Yeah,
little boy.
exactly. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the boy. What do you mean soap?
Because 3M, they got their own. I mean, they're behind a lot of products.
Yeah, so that's how they get some of these products. But yeah, so you know, skin cancer rates in the U.S. have doubled, like almost doubled since '92. So I think it was like 14.9% or whatever in '92, and it's like 24 something now. Like shit is popping off, even though you got suntan lotion on it. Like, you know, that's a fake if they're still going like that. But anyway, you know, I really wonder, are they really gonna let this go out there? Like when we talk about,
wouldn't they?
I mean, because you can make more money keeping people sick and and treating them versus healing somebody and not being sick.
Yeah.
I mean, just point blank, like.
Yeah, but I mean, it's already, obviously it's out. You've read about it. So, I mean, I think they probably just water it down and market it as something that can help cancer, but it's not really going to cure it.
Okay.
And that's just my thought. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Because today, these companies are more about maintenance.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what a paper is.
And giving you stuff for symptoms.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's no, like back in the 1900s, in the 19th and early 20th century, there was a race to be the person to create a cure.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Or groups of scientists
But
or whatever.
you know, they used to be they use hemp and they use cocaine and cannabis. They was like, yo, we gonna solve your problem. Come here.
They didn't know
take this marijuana. Come here.
Yeah, but
take
a lot
this
of them
cocaine.
didn't know. They didn't know what they didn't know. I mean,
It
they
was
were
natural.
experimenting with these things, and
It's natural cures.
throughout the decade. Yeah, but too much could be detrimental, just like anything, and not enough could be ineffective. So they had to figure out over the decades or over the century.
Motherfuckers was feeling
you know,
good.
Yeah. So I mean, and where not to put
I
it.
broke
right?
my leg.
You can't put that shit in soda.
I broke
you know?
my leg. Why?
Yeah.
It was
Because
feeling
children
good.
drink
They was
sodas.
getting a lot done though. Children worked in factories too. They was getting a lot done. Come on, man.
Wow.
It was okay. That's okay to say. That's when it happened.
No, I'm not saying it's not okay. To
Okay,
say. I'm just
and it's
saying, but you're
okay.
saying-
They had that, and they worked good. Things got done. We had an
you
industrial revolution
Let's
that
not
came
get
from
into-
that.
let's not
Like,
get
come
into
on,
that.
man.
Let's stick to the subject.
Cats
'cause
was
we don't wanna go
cats
on a
was
tangent.
working.
Yeah,
That's what we do here. We do tangents. Ain't that right, people? I know y'all be trying to say on stuff, but we do tangents. It's much better when we can do our tangents, don't it? I think so.
I'm just saying that there's
You don't
was a
wanna do a
race
tangent.
for to be the person or be the group to actually come up with a cure for something, become world famous, get millions of dollars or whatever. Now I don't think there's that spirit of that. Companies just want to keep people sick so they can keep them coming into the hospitals, keep them pushing medicine on them, and they're just helping them with symptoms.
I think
They're not-
individuals want to do that, but I think when it comes down, like, you got to get it out there. A lot of people need the backing of a company, or you'll have a scientist that works and goes through that company because they have all the stuff that you can research, and then it becomes the company's product, and then the company changes.
Of course, yeah.
But I
Yeah,
think
that too, yeah.
individually, I think people and scientists they want to help. They want to be the first one.
Because there's too many, talking about cancer. I mean, there's too many different types of cancers, and they all affect different people differently based on your biology and all that kind of stuff. Cancer's real complex. There's not like just a cancer that it all acts the same way in everybody's body. So that's kind of the difference with cancer. But you have other diseases that, people, they just want you to, I don't know.
Is it really complex? Because it comes down to the cell rewriting itself in a awkward or cannibalistic manner. And we have a 14-year-old that just found a way to cure cancer on this cell. We know that Dr. Sebi cured cancer in New York with different Like, is it really that complex, or are we really?
Well, you're talking about the soap is for skin cancer. Skin cancer is different. Hold on a minute. Skin cancer is different from. Speaking of pancreatic cancer, I didn't make myself a note. I'm glad I remembered it. R.I.P. to the original Shaft.
Oh, that's
Richard
what happened?
Roundtree died
It
this
was
week.
cancer?
Yeah, pancreatic
Oh,
cancer.
man. Yo, rest in peace. Come on.
R.I.P.
Damn.
Man, a legend.
Damn. Yes, yes,
Richard
yes.
Roundtree, the
Yes,
original
blessings
Shaft,
to your
man.
spirit, sir. Blessings to your soul, your spirit. Safe travels in the
Lost a
afterworld.
good one, man. Lost a good
Oh,
one.
man.
But pancreatic cancer, I was going to say, pancreatic cancer is different from skin cancer. You treat them differently.
It is different. However, it's still a cell
And
rewriting
pancre-
itself.
Yeah, but
in
pancreatic
a,
cancer cannot be cured.
why not?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
I
I'm
mean,
not a
it's
scientist.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's
I mean, people die from it.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean,
it's
I understand.
because you can't go
and as
in-
I say this,
I'll tell you why. Because you can't go in and clean it with soap.
Okay, so you clean with something else.
Well, I mean, and the drugs they use is, and
but
that's
again-
the thing with cancer now. The treatment is worse than the disease.
But again, Dr. Sebi in New York and and in the islands, he cured various forms of cancer with his nutrition and with his thing, and they came to court, so they cured it. So, is there not? There's nothing on this earth that cannot be cured.
Well, I mean,
There's nothing
I
on
don't
this
know.
earth that cannot be cured because that is how we've been created and that is how the world works. However, I think they're holding things down because that is a very lucrative business to treat.
Well,
$40,000.
Well, you said something about you mentioned diet and things like preventative things. I mean, that information is out there, so that's an individual's choice.
Well, he did
Like-
it after they had it. Like he gives respect,
No, but those
which
things
still,
are,
yeah.
these things are age old. I mean, if you eat healthy and you not do things that we know now causes cancer. I mean, I'm talking about the things we know, like I won't bring them up, but some things we know causes cancer.
Right.
And people, because of their behavior in society, they do it anyway.
Right.
So how do you, once you have the disease, it's different from preventing the disease.
Yeah. Yeah.
So back to Dr. Sebi type thing, and I don't know a lot about Dr. Sebi, but I'm saying like, sounds like a lot of, you said diet.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing that
But
resonate with what you said.
Right.
Diet is like a preventative thing. You can't start eating healthy after you have full
Yes,
stage 4
that's what they
cancer.
did. Look it
Okay.
up. So they
Oh, I
had,
have
no,
to
I'm
look
saying
it up, but I'm just
they
saying,
had
like,
the
if that's what
diseases.
happened, that's what
They
happened.
had the diseases, and they were going for different treatments. And at last, where they like, yo, I just want to talk. I don't like all these treatments here, and they got with him, and his additives, his things, not only just food and the herb, like he prescribed different things, and people were getting rid of it after they've had it. So it wasn't a preventative thing; it was curing it.
Okay, well, see, it goes straight to my point again, though. Pharmaceutical companies and big major companies,
Yeah.
and not just company. I'm not gonna just blame them. I think it's scientists and doctors and everybody. I think they're all in there because they are. I mean, let's not act like scientists and doctors are separate from pharmaceutical
Right,
companies.
right.
You know,
It's all
but,
together.
You know, there is no. I don't feel like there's a spirit of curing diseases like polio. Can you imagine if we had the same mindset today that we had 120 years ago?
Man, we'd all be walking around with one leg. Boy, you be trying to get with a girl with the opposite. Yo, it was your leg. It's your right leg, girl.
Let's just
I got a left leg. How about we do this? We can lean on each other.
You're gonna have to take these pills for the rest of your life.
Oh,
You still
man.
wanna, yeah, but the pills are gonna stop you from getting the polio worse.
Okay. Again, well, I'm glad my girl, she leaned to the left
What
while
girl?
I lean to the right. If she leaning, we both leaning.
You ain't getting no girl with no polio.
Well,
man.
what's she gonna do? She got polio.
Franklin D. Roosevelt, I heard he was a player, man.
Yeah, he was.
He had polio.
Yeah.
He had a side chick and everything.
Yeah,
too.
he had
and couldn't walk.
He had the good polio. He was like, yeah, girl.
presidency.
He was like, yeah, girl. I ain't gotta walk. I ain't gotta walk. I ain't gotta walk. These legs don't work, but one of them do. I'm a black man in disguise. I just had to do it. Come on, man.
Got you, brother.
Well, I hope, Bunny, I hope you listening. Come on, man. That's my homegirl. She be like, come on, man. She Malibu gangster. Gave a shout out to Bunny. She Malibu gangster.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you about her. She's fun. That's my dog. Right up, Bun. Yeah. What up, man? So anyway, yeah. So that's good news. We kind of
What's good news about
that? That's the young dude, and he was the young dude.
You said that's the dude
young
invented something
dude.
that the companies are going to take
I mean,
away from
it
him and
started
not put
good.
out.
I told you it started good, but
Yeah.
it's so we
got depressing real quick when we figured
well,
out
well,
Big Pharma get to it.
Well, how about this? There's a full moon coming in the next day.
Lord.
Yeah, baby, go out there and look at that full moon. And if you're looking up, you'll see that Jupiter rises just after it. You'll see a little later, you'll see that Venus is in the east sky. You'll see Sirius for all my people of color, for my people from the motherland. Sirius is in the sky now. Sirius, that's our sky. That's our star. That's our star. That's our power right there. Check up that Sirius sun.
That's
sun,
our power.
That's our power. Sirius. Just saying, ask the Dogons. It's our power. That's what we do.
Find out who they are. I'll ask them.
Those are descendants, direct descendants of the Egyptians, the Kemets.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Dogons, they're the ones they mapped it way back. They
I'm
had
from Philly.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
you master son. You gotta look at Orion's belt. You gotta look at Andromeda.
There you go. Whoever that is.
I love this dude. I love this dude. Y'all, I'm gonna bring a map today. I'm gonna bring a sky chart one day, and I'm gonna be like,
none of that
this
shit's
is
gonna
your guy,
mean shit
and
to
this
me.
is here.
Yeah.
But I mean, so if you get lost in electricity, you better know those stars, like the Big Dipper. It points to north.
I've been doing fine so far, and I know how to use a compass.
What, you know how to use a real compass, like old school?
Yeah.
Good job,
Military,
baby.
man.
Good job. Pound it. Man, I don't need you. I found myself, dog. I'm only child. I don't go down. High five myself too.
Shouldn't every masculine man have one of those in his toolbox?
I mean, I have one. Yes, I agree. I agree.
No, I said every masculine man should have one in his toolbox.
I agree.
All right.
I have that. I have a few toolboxes and a few compasses.
There you go.
I got one on the back of one of my blades. Man, that's sucker nice.
We
too.
should have a show on that. What a man should have in his tool. What a man, things a man should have.
Bing, bing, bing. Yo, we're going to get that together. I like that. I like that. Yeah. See, great minds coming together. See what happens, world? Yeah, man, we're going to have you ready. I like that. I like that.
How much time we got?
We got like 6 minutes. Doug
Okay,
fresh
so let's close it out then.
Then we going to close. He ready to go, y'all.
No,
he ready to go.
I just don't want to.
He ready to go. He don't want to.
You know, I don't want to be like.
He rests to go.
Into the middle of my rant, and you be like, "We'll see you next week."
Hey, but that's when I have the most fun. Shut that shit down. Shut that shit down. You going up? Guess what? We don't want to hear no more. Bye.
Could keep talking.
Bye.
Remember, I got the remotes over here.
That's all right.
But anyway,
I got the timer over here.
Like, share, and subscribe.
I wanted to say that, man.
Okay, go ahead, my brother. Peace and love.
Like, share, and subscribe.
All
right, go ahead.
All right. Make sure you hit that notification bell if you have any show ideas.
Yes.
Please don't hesitate to email us at RAYSHON&SHAKA@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And all the people that comment, we appreciate you. We appreciate Joanne. I saw your comment. We appreciate you. Yeah.
Give a little comment here and there now.
Got the
Thank
premiere.
you so much for the comment.
Appreciate you watching the premiere.
And when you do the comments, I will respond to them.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die.